Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great brand new work and play toy hauler value from Parkway RV Center. Folks, this one's a little special right here. We decided, most RVs you look at, most work and plays you see in dealer stock are kind of bare bones base model. So what we did with this one, this is a 25 WAB in 2018, is I got on there myself personally and ordered this camper the way that I would want it equipped if I was buying it. So I've got a lot of options on this that I think are very useful for the price. And this is a nice, I like this color too. It's a brand new color for 2018. It's a kind of matches a Harley Davidson orange or Clemson or Florida or whatever kind of, it's just one of those multi-use colors. And this is a 30-foot work and play. And of course, for those of you who've watched my videos on these before, these things are built like tanks. I mean, they've got a one-piece aluminum roof. It's got steel steel floor and ceiling joists every 16 inches. It's got a 25-year warranty, factory warranty on the floor. That seamless one-piece aluminum roof, you don't have to get up there and seal every year. You don't have to worry about replacing it every 10 or 12 years like you do a rubber roof. This is a good-looking coach, folks. It weighs 8,011 pounds. It has a 3,800-pound cargo carrying capacity. And I'll show you some of the options that I ordered with it. First of all, I ordered the 4 kW Onan generator with the 30-gallon fuel tank because, let's be honest with you folks, most toy hauler shoppers are not always going to be at a campground. You might be at a racetrack or a rally or events where there's no hookups. So I ordered it with that 4 kW Onan generator, which is more than enough to run the roof air, to run the everything else inside this work and play. And with a 30-gallon fuel tank, you've got approximately about 50 hours of run time on a tank of gas. So definitely not going to have to worry about that. Got the power tongue jack, got the 18-foot power awning, got the LED strip lights. Of course, all this is enclosed. Your generators in here, propane tanks. I ordered this with the winter package, and what that is it's got an extra layer of full insulation in the walls, and it's got the heated holding tank. So this is the ultimate cold weather unit, because I figured, if you're going to be a toy hauler buyer, it may not always be 70 degrees where you're at. You want something that's insulated that you're not going to have to worry about freezing. You've got the Furion stereo system, Bluetooth. It's got the inside and outside speakers. Let me show you some of the features about the work and plays that you are not going to get in any other brand of toy hauler. First of all, you may notice the heavy gauge metal. It also has, for those of you in the trucking industry are going to be familiar with those, it has extensive use of million-mile bolts, and that's what the same thing they build cargo trailers and semi-trailers out of, and they're called that because they're designed to last 1,000,000 miles. You've got the Dexter axles with the never adjust braking system, and these are the Easy Flex axles, so they're going to give you a great ride. They're built exclusively for work and play products, these Easy Flex axles. Heavy duty 16-inch nitrogen filled tires, so you don't have to worry about airing your tires up all the time. Of course, it's got the built-in fuel dispensing station, the 30-gallon tank, the full power awning. Now, I would have it out, but it's a little windy today. Let me show you the walls of a work and play. Most standard RVs, folks, they have about an inch and a half of styrofoam insulation. They have a fiberglass on the outside, and that's pretty much it. Well, the work and play, I've got a piece right here. It's called an FRP. It's fiberglass reinforced plywood. This is the strongest construction method currently known on the market today. And plus you've got the added insulation of the full. You've got an added layer of full in there too, so it's going to give it even better insulation factor. And these things, you can, you hit a wall of one like that in any other brand, you're going to feel it flex. This is literally like a brick wall. Like I said, it also has wall and ceiling trusses every 16 inches. not 32 to 36 inches like the standard for other brands. The work and play is actually built, and this is the only travel trailer like this, toy hauler like this, it's actually built on a motorhome frame. That's why it has these steel trusses every 16 inches instead of a trailer frame, which is 32 to 36 inches. So you've got an incredibly strong frame that's going to last you for decades. That's why we offer work and play, folks. We've been here 49 years. This is the only new of anything that we ever sell. And in the first year that we sold work and plays, we went from never having sold them before to being in the top 5 nationwide dealers for new work and plays in 1 year. And keep in mind, folks, this is the best-selling toy hauler in America, travel trailer toy hauler, for the last 7 years. But like I said, you've got a one-piece aluminum roof. You've got 15-gauge steel wheel wells. So if you ever have a blowout, it's not going to damage your camper. You've got a lot more protection against damage to your camper. Other brands used a really thin piece of aluminum or plastic wheel wells. These are 15-gauge metal. It's got incredible 3,800 pound cargo carrying capacity, and because this frame is so heavy duty, folks, this is why most other brands don't do this, but it's got 110 gallon fresh water capacity. Most other brands can't do that because they put a 30-40 gallon tank in there, because the added weight reduces the cargo carrying capacity, because their frames aren't as strong as a work and play. But guess what? Because this thing's built so strong, it can take it and then some. So you've got incredible, almost a 4,000 pound cargo carrying capacity out of an 8,000 pound camper. It's got the 4 kW generator, and I ordered some extra options on the inside I think you're going to love. And I love that color, folks. I tell you, that color came out, I had to order it. Let's look inside this 25 WAB. Now, folks, I haven't unwrapped everything in this camper yet, but I'll show you the options that I personally ordered for this camper that I would have if I was buying it. First thing I ordered was the optional queen loft bed that lowers down from the roof, and it's got twin sofas underneath it that lower down as well, and it's got a table that sits up in between the sofa for eating service. And I'll go ahead and lower this down so you can get an idea. You've got about 6 foot of height clearance when it's all the way up underneath it. And you can remove these too. If you're putting a side-by-side in here and you're not going to tow it all the time, you can take these 2 sofas and this bed out, no problem. But you've got a queen island bed, and it's got a ladder for it as well. Or a queen bed here in the loft, and you got a queen bed in the front. This toy hauler will sleep 6, and the reason why I ordered it like this, because I figured, you know what, a 30-foot long toy hauler, 6 people is all you want to keep in this thing anyway, if you have to. I figured, you know, you could probably get one that'll sleep more, but it's going to be too crowded. So, and this is all real nice leather. This is the espresso interior, which is the color I prefer. The darker color doesn't show stains as bad. Of course, you can see you've got the sofas right there, and it's got a table that's set up, and the table's right under here, and this is set up to go right here. And you've also got an additional table that we have to mount. You can go between the 2 chairs, and you can put these chairs in other places, folks. I ordered the 2 extra Euro chairs because these are really comfortable, folks. I like them. So I went ahead and ordered a couple of them with this toy hauler. This unit's got the 8 cubic foot Norcold refrigerator freezer, perfect size. It's got the microwave convection oven, which I made sure to order with it. Got the glass top, which I really like. 3 burner range. Wedgwood appliances. Another thing I want you to notice, folks, is the work and play standard 7.5 foot interior height. Other cheaper brand toy haulers are 6.5 foot tall on the inside, but this has got the 7.5. And going back to what I was talking about with those ceiling and floor supports. Notice, see these bolts right here in the ceiling? Every one of them's a steel truss. Steel truss here, 16 inches. Steel truss here. One underneath this batting strip. More here, more every 16 inches, folks. I mean, 25-year factory warranty on the floor. You've got to order the Furion wireless Bluetooth stereo. It's got the 15,000 BTU Dometic ducted air, which is going to run you out of here, I guarantee it. Now, folks, I did not order this unit with a TV. And for those of you who watch my videos, you know when I'm RVing, I don't watch TV. My personal motorhome, my TV, the years I've owned it, my TV's maybe been on 4 or 5 times. And I did not order it with a TV. Now, we can add a 32-inch TV to this thing if you want to. But like I said, I ordered it like I was going to use it myself. So I don't watch TV, so a TV to me is pointless. And I didn't want to spend $500 for a TV that we could get on Amazon for 150 bucks. So if you do want a TV, folks, just let your salesperson know, and they'll just add that to the price. Whatever it cost us for the TV and the mounts, what they'll add to the price. Or you may want to put your own in here. You've got lots of D-rings in here to tie down your toys, and these are not the little 1,500-pound D-rings they put in other brands. These are a full 2,500-pound capacity D-rings, and they're all through the entire toy hauler. Now, your garage bay from the back of the door to this wall is 13 foot 8 inches. Plenty of room for motorcycles or Harley Davidsons or whatever you want to put in here. Four-wheelers, maybe even a side-by-side. And I've got, of course, you can pause the video and you can see the measurements right here on the floor plan. But this is a full wide body. It's a 102 wide body, so you've actually got a true 8 foot wide interior space instead of 7.5 foot, like you're going to find in the other brands. We're going to go here toward the bedroom and bathroom, and it's got the side bathroom. It's got the China RV toilet, not the plastic one. One thing I love that Work and Play does, or a couple of things that I love that they do, is notice because of that extra tall 7.5 foot roof, you don't have to have a skylight in the shower for tall people, because those skylights, they get brittle after they get a few years old because they're exposed to the sun. They start cracking, they start leaking, they can do all kinds of damage. But Work and Play, because of that 7.5 foot ceiling, doesn't have to put a skylight in, so you don't have to worry about that. Another nice thing I love that Work and Play does, and this is a big thing after you keep one for several years, that many of you have probably run into. Most RVs, when they put their shower pan in, they use a marine grade expanding foam underneath it to give it support. It's just a lot easier and a lot cheaper to put it together that way. And it works fine when it's new and for the first several years that you own it. But after a few years, that foam starts breaking down. And before you know it, you're going to step in your shower pan one day and you're going to step through it. And then you got to buy a new shower pan. That's why a lot of people buy shower pans, because when they get a few years old, that foam breaks down, and you, like I said, your foot literally goes through it. I've done it myself. Now, Work and Play did it the more expensive way and put metal underneath the shower pan. So I'm talking about, it doesn't give a centimeter. Now, you do that with any other brand of toy hauler or RV out there, even on a brand new one with that expandable spray foam, you're going to feel it give a little. Not with a Work and Play. I mean, I'm 280 pounds, and I promise you I can jump up and down in this thing all day long, and it's not going to give. But that's just something I like to point out about Work and Plays. I mean, like I said, these things are incredibly strong. They are the strongest toy hauler on the market today. Up here in the front, you've got a Queen Island bed. You've got all this overhead storage, a rack there in the back. You've got plug-ins for cell phone chargers or whatever else you want to put in here. You can put a TV in here if you want to. Under here, of course, is your ladder for your rear queen bed. And you can pick this up. There is your bedspread, your power cord, and your legs for your table. All that's included with it. Now, we don't, and you've got some extra D-rings in here. Now, folks, we don't install the table unless you buy this thing because we want to put it where you want it. So we're not going to install the tables until you buy it, but that won't take long at all. And that's the bedspread too. And now they've kind of stopped doing it, but some of the work and play dealers were charging people $300 or $400 extra for the matching bedspread, even though they come with it standard equipment. But they kind of got away from that since I started pointing that out in my videos. And a lot of people started griping about it, including work and play. So some of the dealers quit doing that. So don't ever pay extra for that bedspread, folks, if you don't buy work and play from us, because that's standard on all the FRP models. LED lights, so you don't have a lot of drain on your battery. They don't get hot, and they last for years. You're not replacing bulbs every few months. Solid sliding privacy door, and much more. So folks, we're going to call this the Big Bow Special. I ordered this one the same way that I would order it if I was personally buying one. Now, you may or may not agree with the options that I ordered, but you definitely can't disagree with the price. With options, and here's the actual MSRP sticker. The orange color, the espresso interior, the Euro chairs, the bed with the sofas, the generator, the fuel station. And I also ordered the max air vent to be put in the bathroom because that's just a really nice feature to have instead of the cheap vent fans. It's got the heated holding tanks, which are controlled right here. There's your generator switch. All of this, folks, comes out to suggested retail price of $45,050.05. It's got almost $10,000 worth of added options. Base price of $35,000. Folks, I'm selling this one for $34,900. That's under base price without the $10,000 in options, and that's an out-the-door price. $34,900. That's a haggle-free price. I guarantee you, folks. Well, first of all, you're not going to find this same toy hauler in dealer stock anywhere else with the options, because most dealer stock toy haulers like this, they're bare bones, no added options. So first of all, you're going to pay the same for one without all the options somewhere else that you can buy here with all these added options for $34,900. And you're starting to see why we've gotten into the top 5 nationwide work and play dealers in the United States, and the #1 work and play dealer in a 5-state area around us because of our prices. You know, we price our used RVs to sell, not sit around, and we do the exact same thing with new work and plays. And keep in mind, folks, work and play has a ton of different floor plans. If you don't like this particular floor plan for some reason, or you want some options that are not included, or you don't want some of the options that are included, folks, we custom order you work and plays. And in a few weeks, you can have the one you want, the colors you want, the options you want, nothing that you don't want. And we'll still give you the low price, way under MSRP that we do for in-stock units. You know, most work and play dealers, when they have to custom order one, they mark it up an extra 10-15% because it's not in stock. But we give you the same discount for a special order unit that we do on a in-stock unit. So if you want to special order a work and play, folks, you need to call us. We've got the guaranteed lowest prices on new work and plays in the United States, folks. And I know that I'm supposed to not give you our low price, but I do anyway. But it's $34,900. That's a haggle-free out-the-door price for this particular work and play as it's equipped. And this is a 2018. It's going to come with a 1-year factory warranty and a 25-year warranty on the floor system. It's got a seamless one-piece aluminum roof. And much more, folks. Even the ramp door on the back is a 5,000 pound rolling load door, heavier than any other thing on any other ramp door on the market, and even has the well, I call it the spray-in bed liner material. I think there's a more fancier name for it, but it's got that on it too that doesn't stain and gives you extra traction even when wet. But you get all this, folks, for $34,900, brand new, never used. And we'll install the tables and all that to work to your specifications. Give us a call. 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. And I honestly, folks, whether you buy from us or not, look at a new work and play before you buy another new toy hauler. When you see one of these work and plays and you look at the things that I showed you to look at, the way they're built, you'll throw rocks at the other cheaper built brands because they just are not built to the specifications and the ruggedness and the heavy dutiness of a work and play. This is why they're the #1 selling travel trailer toy hauler for the past 7 years. Is because of the way they're built, folks. I mean, these things are going to last for decades versus the other brands that are just cheaply put together to keep costs down, and in a few years they start tearing to pieces and falling apart. But give us a call, folks, and we've sold work and plays nationwide, and I can't tell you, we've saved people so much money. They've come here from thousands of miles away to pick up new work and plays, passing no telling how many other work and plays dealers in the process, because our prices are so much lower on the internet than any other work and play dealer out there, especially when you consider the options this unit has. Beautiful toy hauler. I love this one myself, folks. I promise you, if I didn't have a motorhome right now, this would be sitting in my driveway, because this is equipped exactly the way, in my 20 plus years of experience RVing, this is equipped exactly the way I would want it to be. But anyway, give us a call. We have no commission salespeople, no games, no gimmicks. We're a 49-year-old family-owned and operated RV dealership, one of the oldest in the United States. We sell 500 to 600 units a year. We've got a lot of used toy haulers too, folks. Primarily, we sell used RVs, but we do sell the new work and plays. And we sell them just like we do our used ones, which is thousands less than anybody else. I look forward to seeing everybody here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia. If you have any questions, give us a call. Email us at sales@parkway-rv-center.com. 34.9, no extra fees, out the door, haggle free. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.